Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Chief Justice has said that in the first instance, the Assembly is elected to represent the people and to ensure government by the people under the Constitution. A motion of no confidence in the President is a vital tool to advance our democratic hygiene. It affords the Assembly a vital power and duty to scrutinize and oversee executive action. This Honorable Deputy Speaker, shows that the Constitutional Court recognized the supreme importance of motions of no confidence in the executive government as the most powerful tool of parliamentary oversight. Since this is so, it is very important that when voting on a motion of no confidence in the President, members of the National Assembly, including members who represent the majority party, should vote according to the dictates of their conscience. That is why a vote of no confidence must be voted upon by way of secret ballot. The ruling party has betrayed its liberation movement traditions and now rules more by fear and patronage than by consent. But I'm more convinced that there are enough honorable members who represent the governing party who share our distress at how the President has shamed the liberation movement, shamed the country, and shamed all its people. That they will vote with minority parties to adopt a motion of no confidence in him if voting takes place by secret ballot. It is a pity, therefore, that the Speaker have turned down Agang's request for such a vote to be taken by way of a secret ballot. The Supreme Court of Appeal has held that the Speaker is required by the duties of his office to exercise and display the impartiality of a judge. Of course, the President will not enjoy the confidence of opposition parties, but the Speaker must enjoy the confidence of every member in this House. For the Speaker is not the Speaker of the ANC, she is the Speaker of Parliament. She is or should be the Speaker of us all. We have all been witnessing the unthinkable over the last few months. This should be a bastion of decorum where the people's chosen representatives gather to debate the affairs of the nation and to make its laws. There should be, on the one hand, utmost respect of the authority of the presiding officer, and on the other, unwavering impartiality on their part. But it has descended into chaos. Our new democracy was a light unto the world. We had overcome centuries of colonialism and apartheid. This institution was still, until 1994, the stifled, oppressive seat of the domination of a single racist party. It hosted the barest pretext of democracy, a cynical mockery of popular representation. Then overnight, this was transformed into a chamber that drew the admiration of the world. People came from every corner of the globe to witness the workings of a non-racial, non-sexist Republic of Freedom. It is unspeakable tragedy that we seem to be reverting to what this House was in the grim years of apartheid, a whole sham of democratic gestures, form without substance, words without meaning, ritual without integrity. We must lead by example, but we have taught the worst possible lesson to an audience on live television. Our people, day after day, witness their elected leaders abandoning all decency, mutual respect, and honor. It is the Speaker's scared responsibility to hold this House to the highest standards of democracy. Instead of doing so, she has descended into muddy trenches. What happens if this paralysis caused in no small measure by the President endures for too long? What happens? What happens if the National Assembly is frustrated and diverted from fulfilling its constitutional role for too long? For democracy is a fragile thing. I fear that the habits and practices of lively debate, challenging but respectful differences that characterized our post-liberation Rainbow Parliament may wither and die on the vine, never to stay again. If that happens, history may record that the Speaker presided over the funeral. The danger is that the Parliament will have become twisted and torn too far, wounded and damaged too badly, gone down the road of chaos so far that will be unable to turn back. Also, as a legislature which has torn itself apart and in the process rendered itself incapable of fulfilling its oversight role, particularly in respect of the executive, invites executive intervention and takeover. So this debate plays against the backdrop of no less than 3 High Court applications arising out of the disgraceful scrambling of cell phone signals and the invasion of these hallowed halls by armed plainclothes police. And now Agang and the UDM and COPE are jointly seeking an order against the Speaker to have had declared unfit to hold the position of the Speaker, and the very least they should not preside over debates of motions of no confidence. In the same case, an order will also be sought that a vote of motion of no confidence should take place by a secret ballot to allow members vote their conscience and not according to the dictates of Lutila House. This court application was necessitated the Speaker's refusal, firstly to recuse herself from presiding over this debate, and secondly by the fact that she indicated in advance without hearing argument that she will not allow voting to take place by way of secret ballot. In our case, we maintain that the Speaker has strayed from the rule of law, the time-honored conventions which apply to her positions, those of impartiality, even-handedness, fairness, and discernment. She is like a judge who has become a prosecutor. Agang, the UDM and COPE are asking the court to take the first step along the road to the restoration and recovery of Parliament's dignity and the nation's respect for it. We are respectfully asking the court to reaffirm the Speaker is not above the law. She should abide by the rules of law which govern the performance.
Honorable Speaker. Point of order.
Yes, Honorable Nkwinti, what's the point of order?
We have been made to understand that this afternoon there will be a no-confidence debate on the President of the Republic. But the honorable member who's moving the motion is about the Speaker. Could we think he's confused, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Tlouamma, in the ruling of the courts in bringing the matter, in taking the matter out of court, that also dealt with the issue of the recusal of the Speaker and the issue of voting by secret ballot. I think that enabled us to get on with the motion on the order paper in your name, Honorable Member.
Honorable Speaker, I just want to cut the matter short. Maybe for all these reasons, Madam Speaker, I will respectfully ask you again whether you are prepared to recuse yourself from presiding over this debate.
Honorable Tlouamma, I am presiding.
I guess that is
that
no,
issue
Madam
has
Speaker.
been decided. I am presiding and I have no intention of recusing myself. And Honorable Member, you are free to address the motion on the order paper as put by yourself.
In that case, Madam Speaker, I decline to move this motion that stands in my name on that order paper. I withdraw it.
The Honorable Khatebe.
Honorable Speaker, point of order. Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, point of order.
Honorable Tlouamma. Honorable Tlouamma, you are no longer on the podium, and I don't see how you think you can play games with the House. You put a motion, the House is ready to handle it. Everybody is here on the speaker's list. Please go and take your seat, Honorable Tlouamma.
Honorable Speaker, I'm calling for a point of order.
Honorable Tlouamma.
And I'm not playing games.
Please go and take your seat.
Can't I raise my point of order?
We will do our own work from this chair and the table. I request you to go and take your seat.
Honorable Speaker, all I'm saying is, let me read my point of order and you rule on it. Therefore, I'll go to my seat. All I'm asking is to read my point of order, then you rule it, and then I'll go and sit to my seat.
Honorable Tlouamma, you don't know how long you've been dragging us around as different parties on this matter of your motion.
Honorable Speaker, you speak like you are blackmailing me now. Because now you are saying, Honorable Speaker, I've been dragging people. Is that blackmail?
Honorable Tlouamma, what this chair and the table were doing now is considering the situation you have put us in. And that is the situation of putting a motion on the order paper and then saying it is off.
No, all I'm saying, Madam Speaker, I've asked you a question that will you allow a secret ballot? You said no. I therefore said on the basis of your answer, I withdraw this motion because this was the condition of the motion. And
on the point of
Honorable Tlouamma, please go and take your seat.
Yeah.
Let us just do our own consultation here.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker. Thank you. Madam Speaker, come there.
Honorable Speaker, can you also call me? I'm interested.
What's the procedure? I expect it's over 102. This is withdrawn. Yes. That's my interpretation. Why? I think so.
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, during the period we were conferring, I did hear somebody say, and apparently they were saying it to the honorable member of Agang, and that said coward. But apparently that honorable member has since left the chamber. So we will have to engage with that honorable member when they are back in the chamber. I have been informed that the honorable member who's just entered the house shouted to the Agang member, coward. Would you like? I'm very grateful because the honorable member is just getting up. I was wondering whether this was reliable information that it is this honorable member. Honorable member.
Speaker, I don't know what are you talking about because I didn't say anything. What did I say?
Because
I'm surprised that you are saying that I said coward. What should I withdraw? It's not me who spoke.
All right, honorable member.
I don't know. I was seated here. That is why I'm puzzled.
It's okay, honorable member. Take a seat. We will then deal with this issue outside of here. We now have the motion that was in front of us to deal with. And I recognize the chief whip of the majority party in that regard.
Honorable Speaker, in line with Rule 102, any member who moves a motion can, without notice, withdraw the motion. After consultation with other parties, we have agreed that he's got the right, but that right has been abused because we all agreed we'll debate this motion, but because he has decided to withdraw it in a malicious way, we would not have any topic to debate, therefore the motion is off the table.
I recognize the Chief Whip of the Opposition.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we did confer outside and we concur with the interpretation of the rules. I do just want to say, however, that these sorts of constitutional motions are not motions that must be entered into lightly or trifled with. They are serious motions and they have serious implications. When this sort of thing happens, it actually undermines our ability as members of Parliament to hold the executive to account properly and for them to take us seriously when we actually do and perform our functions. I had arranged for a number of my members, we called a 3-line whip today. We had some great speakers lined up, but so be it, the motion has fallen away. We'll be back another day. Thank you.
The Honorable Shibambu.
Thanks, Honorable Speaker. Indeed, we did agree that now that the Agang representative have withdrawn the motion, there is no more need to debate it, but you must really stop being playful. We are serious here. We don't want playful games. We are opposition. Yes, we want a motion of no confidence on President Zuma, but playfulness will not assist this House. We don't want playful games of Agang. They must dissolve and maybe go and do something else and stop wasting our time.
I'm aware that some honorable members are itching to say something, but I've recognized the chief whips of the 3 biggest parties, and in fact were agreed the motion is off, and therefore